Hello there, welcome to Johnny Builds. I am your host, of course, Johnny, and today we are doing, of course, this Lego R2. That's what we're starting with. Well, not starting with, that's what we're doing tonight. I'm trying to see if Versus is on right away. I don't see him. Hi, Pixie. Glad you can make it. Just here to chill. Probably going to get in the way at first. Anyway, what I'm planning on doing, obviously I'm doing this. I have L3G0 back here because that's where the pieces are going to go, and then I'm going to do the build here more than likely, because being this is a bigger build, I may be able to do all the pieces here. I'm not sure. We'll find out. But anyway, so we're doing R2, and I had, because I don't know if you can see or not, I'm going to lean this in a little bit, that little tag that's there. This is from an auction, so I got it, so I didn't get it directly from Lego. So I actually had to open it in order to see if all the pieces were in there, if I had all the bags and everything. So so it's been open just for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to kind of fakey open this, because I'm going to start the timer to do, you know, unboxing and everything like that. And I'm kind of doing this as a contest, so to speak, against Versus, because Versus already did this build, and I think it took him over 9 hours, something like that. And I'm going to see how I compare to him. So I have my timer stuff ready. What I'm going to do, I have my knife, so I'm going to pretend that I'm going to cut it open, and we'll look at the build, you know, the contents of the box a little bit. But I'm going to fake cut it whenever I start the timer, and then open the stuff and get it out, and we'll go from there. All right. So here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. Yes. Yep. I'm going to be racing you, so you'll have to give me your complete total time. So here we go. Starting. So here's my fake cutting. Knife goes away, and let's take out everything. Fake cutting because I had to open this to see if everything was in it the way it's supposed to be. Ooh, kind of a random piece here. Alright. I'm going to move this camera down a little bit so it's easier to see what I'm pulling out. Alright, there we go. There's bag 1, so we're going to leave that out. 6. Oh no, that's 7. What am I thinking? So this may be the size of the bags. This is not a UCS set, so I may be able to do 2 bags a night. We'll find out. Not sure. Alright, that's bag 5. Ooh. So, interesting. This is also 4. But there's a box in here. There's a box inside the box. I did not... And there's another one of those pieces. I'm guessing those are like leg supports or something. Did not realize there was a box inside the box. Or maybe I did. Alright. Put him over here. Oh, pretend cut. Hold on. I'll do my cutting sound. Ready? And Pixie looks like, what? Alright, let's see what bags we have in here. I can't remember because I did this a while ago. 9. Man, they're kind of random with this one. Instruction book, which has not been opened, so that's good to see. $12. That's part of 11. Another 11. There's 2. There's 3. And here's 1. Wow, we're starting with lots of little pieces for 1. Alright. So we're going to do this. I'm going to actually have 1 and 2 out. 3, 4. No. let's do this backwards because it looks like there's 12 bags. So I want 6 first. 6. No. I don't know how they do this, but alright, so 12. Bye, Pixie. 11. That's part of 11. Wait. Oh, that's 13. Yeah, a lot more bags than I was realizing. Yeah, a friend of mine, another friend of mine had done this and was posting pictures on Facebook doing it, and it looked like a really cool build, so I can't wait to do it. It's gonna be fun. I love R2. I mean, who doesn't love R2? And the fact that they made it so that he is articulate and everything, that's pretty exciting. Oh, I moved Luke and Vader around. May be able to do all this stuff here. Alright, so 7, so 8 is in there. We're going to do 7, 6. Nope, there's 8. I thought I had 8 in there, but I did not. 5 and 4 and 3. Alright, so not sure when I'll need those, so I'm just going to put them off to the side. We're going to put 2 up here, because we're not starting with that, obviously. And we're going to start with 1. Alright, so let's open up our manual. How's your day been, Versus? What'd you do today? How was work? I have not opened this. It was in the bag, so we're not going to go through all the reading stuff right away, but there's lots of cool pictures about R2 and different things. Alright, so we are so very first bag looks like we're starting with the center. I'll put this here. That's the only decal it looks like. It's been meh. Well, that's no fun. I hope this is a much more enjoyable thing for you to end the day. Ooh, okay. So I know they do this build a little differently than other builds of similar. And I can already tell because they have this. This is springs or rubber bands, gum bands, whatever. Let's see. Yep. We're going to use these for little stretchy bands. Those are going to be used to help the legs go, or the leg go in and out. Oh, sorry, it's been meh. Hopefully it gets better. Alright, so we are going to start with, so here, gotta do this. Gotta take a picture. I didn't do this for my previous build. I gotta start with a picture of the first piece. There we go. First piece has been taken a picture of. My day, work was busy. Work was very, very busy. Just a lot of stuff going on, but it was good. My truck is running amazing. I spent the weekend changing the water pump on it, so that kept me very busy. But turned out all good because it's working, and I'm glad about that because I was kind of worried about it. That was going to be a really tough job, but turned out pretty good. Alright. This goes on down here. So yeah, work was busy, but it was good. Alright, so we've got a bunch of these longer shaft things. Yeah, and my truck is older. It's a 2006, so it's, what, 14 years old? Something like that? 16 years old. 16 years old. So yeah, but the nice thing is most of the front end stuff is all redone and everything, so it should last me a long time now. All right. Looks really funny. That doesn't look like R2 at all, but hey. Lego is all about this sort of thing. Alright, so we're going to do 2 of these spacers here. Now this, anytime you do a set where it's a combination of Technic and regular stuff, the Technic parts you really have to make sure are in the right spot, otherwise things are going to get messed up. I mean, that goes without saying, I guess, but it seems to happen more so with Lego, I guess. Alright. So, the question that I always have to ask, what did you have for dinner? What was on the menu for today? Alright, there we go. Ooh, now these big green... It's funny whenever we do big green pieces. That is the right size. Okay, good. The internals of these things that they figure out. Pretty remarkable. Okay. Another spacer and another long shaft goes here. Seems like this is going to be off center. Well, I guess that part isn't. But then it's going to get closed in by this. Oh, but there'll be another one over here. Interesting. Ooh, that sounds really good. I just had a regular sandwich. But a jalapeno cheddar dog sounds fantastic. I would like to have one of those. Was it from a chain or a special place? Ooh, okay. So, you don't see these instructions very often, but it has an arrow. It's got an arrow. It goes like this. And then this is going to join those together. Kind of like how they did that part. Just store-bought. That's alright. Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes there are times, like especially if you use it at home or whatever, you can a lot of times make store-bought food better. Alright, good. Nice and secure. Alright, next I guess this is the next shafty part. This goes on here, straddles over. Okay, there we go. The way these longer shafts go in is no accident either. Like they do it a specific way so that it's even more supportive when it goes together. Kind of neat how they do that. And this is weird because it's backwards. It's opposite of the other one. That's kind of funny. And now we're going to do this last setup here. So funny whenever you see R2 being white and blue for the most part, and you see this stuff. Alright. So this, all 3 black pieces go over. The shafts go here. I do want to read, and I'll do it online whenever I'm done, but I do want to read about how they figured this stuff out, because it is really, really cool. Alright, that must be where his head goes. Alright, reverse this a little bit. We're going to put another opposite one on. And of course, this will be covered by white and blue pieces all around, so you won't see how... I mean, it doesn't need to be symmetrical or all that stuff. It needs to be made to work, of course. But, you know, it's kind of cool that it all gets covered up. Okay, these two things, because this is where the head is going to go. So this isn't the foot, this is just the central shaft, and I guess the foot is going to go around it. Alright, then this goes on top of that, and then our rotating head thing goes on top of that. And we lay it down. Oh, R2 fell over. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. So we got this. We got one of these grays, and then another. So these red things, these little ball joint looking things, are where the rubber band things are going to go over top of, I assume. Okay, we're gonna make sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's the right one. And they say just lay it down there. Okay. I'll do this other one. Okay. Same thing. Same spot. Lay it down there as well. It sits up a little bit more. Does it? Let me make sure I have it in the right spot. Looks like it is. Yep, okay, just making sure. I've had that issue before in the past. And 2 more. This is our last little doohickey gizmo, and a crank here. No, put that wrong. There we go. And this shaft goes through. Not sure how far. Probably should be I'm going to use a spacer to kind of get the how far it should be. And this goes through this one. And we put this on the other side. Made it complicated a little bit. So all the inner structure we do first before we get to do the fun stuff, huh? Ah, that just fell over. Alright, so now they want us to do a... Ooh, okay. So these all go together. This is going to be interesting. Okay, so... this shaft, round shaft, goes through here, through the end here, and then goes through... Oops, this flipped over. Through that one as well. That looks funny. The leg doesn't have to move very far, so let's put on that, keep it all together, make sure that's all where it should be. We put on another yellow thingy. Up, and now we are putting on the gum bands, rubber bands, whatever you feel like calling them. Okay, that one goes on there. And that one. Oh no. Oh no. I think I saw where it went, but it went springing. Them's the brakes, part of the build. Hold on. I gotta go see if I can get it, because that's gonna be important. Ah, I see it. I see it. That could have been disastrous. Oh man, that what a way to start the day, huh? Or start the build, huh? Losing the only 2 rubber bands that you have for the build, or one of the 2. That would have been disastrous. Alright, let's move everything back. Now let's put this on correctly, not spring it off. Don't know how I did that. Ah, so it does kind of snap with those. That's good. Alright, we're done with that. Alright, on to bag 2. And these are my extra pieces. They'll go there. We'll move on to bag 2. Oh, that's an extra shaft. The little pieces, they tend to have a lot of extra pieces for. But it looks like we're going to continue making the foot. And then it's kind of just going to be a foot just sitting there all by itself. Man. You missed it, Jerry. I don't know when you came in, but I just, I almost lost this rubber band. You see this here? I was putting it on and went thing, and I had to go get it. Luckily, I found it. Could have been horrible, but I watched where it fell. All right. So this is R2's foot / leg / you know, whatever. So I think these are both the same size. Yep. And lots of little pieces. It wasn't that exciting. It was scary. I was worried, that's for sure. So Jerry, how's your day been? Use this to push these so that they're straight. There we go. Yeah, I know the feeling. Luckily, Tuesday is already over. That means Wednesday, and that means hump day is almost here. That one does not want to turn. I want to I want to have these straight as much as possible because I know other things are going to go there. Alright, other side, same thing. Guess these are his toes. I mean, he has a foot, and then, like, these are his toes. I don't know. I don't know quite what those are. Just detail stuff. Come on, straighten out. There we go. A little bit better. All right. So Jerry, what'd you have for dinner? Ooh, lots of filler for here. And then this. And then 2 more. See, I like when things are symmetrical like this. The fan in my laptop is actually whining a little bit. I think some kitty hair got sucked into it, so I gotta clean it out whenever I'm done. Happened just before I went on, and I was like, ugh. Oh, that's nice to have him bring you a salad. Alright, let's cover this up. Going along pretty well. I may get to bag 3. Alright. So when it comes to flat pieces and doing a lot of them, I like to make sure everything is solid because they have a tendency to want to be difficult and stay upright. That looks really cool though. So it's got like little groove hickeys. Aw, I hope the pup's doing okay. Salads are great. I like making a salad when I have all the goodies and stuff to make the salad, you know? Like there's a restaurant that's that's around my area, mine and Jerry's area, that's called Eaton Park, and their salad bar is amazing. It's so good. But I mean, like I'm okay with making my own without having all this stuff, but it's just more work. But I like whenever I can put all kinds of things on it. Alright, what do we got next? We got more filler pieces. By the way, all the music you hear, copyright by me. Made for various video games and stuff that my brother and I have played with over the years. But that's why I use this stuff, because I don't want to have any issues with like copyright or anything like that. Alright, looking good so far. Alright, now we got an interesting thing to build here. So this, and then two bigger spacers go here, and then two more of these grays, and then another piece goes on the end. That's kind of interesting looking. Not sure what it's for. I'm guessing the rolliness of it is to help somehow. Don't know. Okay, gonna orient them the way they show. Alright. Looking good. That and detail piece, a little vent right there. Alright, so I got these. My guess is all this other stuff is going to be used to help connect the foot to the central column thing. Ooh, oh, that sounds like a good salad. It sounds like a very good salad. Alright, moving right along. This is cool. Alright, and last two things here. Interesting we put this on, but we haven't done it here yet. We're going to flip over and make it so that he can slide around, it looks like. So that's what these little thingies do. Ah, Industry Public House, okay. I've been past there many times. Never actually stopped there. Alright, so it's shaft time. So let's put the foot down. Put it down over here. Trying to get this. I love combining the Technic with the regular. It's so cool. But when you put them on, you kind of have to do them evenly, otherwise they don't go on. Alright, there we go. Make sure it's oriented the right way. Oh geez, this one's a long one. I'm not even trying to go that fast, really. I'm just kind of going with what I see, and I'm enjoying this. It's fun. I like this. Oh, okay. Well, that's really weird. So we get this done, and then it's like, here, put this last little one, this last little shaft right there. So, oh, now we get to do a red piece. And this funny looking thing. I've had a lot of experience doing that. The one, what was it? The one I did, the one thing for Optimus Prime I did, like, oh no, it was for this thing. I couldn't find the one piece, and then I had to realize and be like, oh, it's probably in the bag, and that's where I found it. Plus, I kind of do have the setup for it. I mean, like, this gray thing actually makes it very, very, not very, very, it makes it much easier. All right, let's put this down for a second. We're gonna make some little doohickeys. So we cap this off. And do this 2 times. And then we shove it through. Okay. And then we cap it again. Alright, only a little bit different. I've also been, oh gosh, I've been building Legos since I can't even remember. I'm old, so it's been a long time. And Jerry has never built Legos, and I so want to get her a set. Okay, so we put this in the middle here, and then we put this shaft through. Ah, okay, so, I want to show this. This is cool. So, this is one of the few times that, come on, get out. I'm trying to unshaft myself. Come on. I can't do it. All right. So anyway, this is one of the few times that you actually do not put like something around the shaft in order to keep it there. So like instead, it's being trapped. So you got this on this side. You have the shaft here, and then we're gonna put these other 2 here, and it's gonna trap it in there. And there's no way for it to get out. I mean, like, if you broke it off, it would come out. Yeah, I shafted myself too soon. But it's kind of a neat technique, so you don't have to, like, it's never going to come out of there. These stay solid, and that shaft is in there doing what it needs to, but you don't have to put any kind of a thing on the outside in order to keep it there. It's kind of cool. I like cool techniques. All right, so now I got to figure out how this goes. Oh, this goes in between. So we got a hole, this thing here, and this is going to go through it. Ding. So the question is, how far do we go? All right, so I got to see which way this is oriented. That's open there. Wants to have it up, which it is. Okay, so this is up. It has a big red X here. It says, no, don't do it this way. And then this goes up here. I think, yeah. Yeah, that is hard to get in there. My fingers are huge, they're too big. Okay, there we go. So that goes all the way up. Alright, it's doing that whole don't do this. So, alright, so I guess it's gonna fall over. Okay, so those are oriented the right way. And then it says we put this other shaft part that I'm building right here. This will be interesting. This goes on here facing upwards. Okay, so, and they're also saying don't do this again, or don't do this, which is this little red ball has to be inside, not outside. If it's outside, it's wrong, which is kind of different. Okay, so those are still up. I do this over here. I put these 2 on. And that's that. So, okay. yeah, I guess we're gonna get to bag 3. So this is weird though how, I'm gonna see if I can zoom this in so that you can see it. So there is 2 little ball joint thingies, little ball hickeys. One right there, one down here. They don't touch, at least not yet. I can see them stopping though. When the foot goes out, you can see that. So somehow this whole apparatus is going to work, and then this is going to go down, and yeah, oh, this is going to be interesting how this goes together. All right, so I'm gonna put the foot. Oh no, stay up there, stay up there. All right, a couple extra little doohickeys. I actually do have to check my phone really quickly. So, things are going good. Is this bag 3? It is! Bag 3. Alright. So these are the big bad things that we moved off to the side, but it looks like we're going to use them for bag 3. Oh, man, that is a lot of little shafts. Wow. So this is a lot of Technic pieces, but it's going to be surrounding that. So, and probably a lot of these little small ones are so we can put stuff on the outside too. I'm guessing this will be the last bag for tonight. There's just going to be a lot of little pieces to do. Little pieces are the bane of my existence, so to speak. Because again, my hands are big, so it's hard to get them going into the places they're supposed to go and stuff. It can be difficult. Okay. All right. Big thing. And let's put in a bunch of little shafty thingies. Alright. Now a bunch of cross pieces. I like seeing how the Technic structures and everything work when they do this combined. Oop, wrong color. I also like too, like when they do Technic pieces, they a lot of times, like for instance, like you see this one is a little bit shorter than the one I just put on, but it's a different color too, so it makes it a little bit easier to see in the instructions. Alright, so this and this goes right here. Now, oh, they flip it over. Okay, so it's flipped over, and then this goes here. That would have been bad. Like, I would have been like, uh-oh, and had to go back a bunch if I didn't notice that it was supposed to be flipped over. That would have been really bad. Yeah. So... oh, okay, so this is where we're doing a little apparatus thing. I don't know if this is like an armature or what for 2, but we'll see, I guess. That's 5. There we go. So that goes in there. This looks like it might be a little armature to open up. Okay. No, this one's the dark one, I think. Nope, I was wrong. It was a big one. This has to go 3 and this goes, alright, so, oh, interesting. So you push it up through here and then through. How far? Just here. Oh, so this is gonna be movable. Interesting. It's slidable. Just making sure it has enough gap. Okay, now that's smoother a little bit. And now we put that through, and then we do another one of these to block off the other end. See, this is how they do creative things like this. That's what I like. Come on, man! You're supposed to know these. You're supposed to remember these things. All right, so I'll put this in here. All I know is this is a stopper. Okay, so it can only go back and forth. Yep. Slide, 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 slide. Okay. All right, so we'll leave it there for now. We're gonna flip it back over, keep it even, because I don't know what else we might need to do with it. Oh yeah, I definitely with the different hatches that open and stuff like that. I can imagine. All right. Ooh, now we're doing a green thingy. It sounds like my laptop is getting ready to take off. Yeah, I think the one fan in there is going. Alright, so this goes in between these two. There we go. Really weird how these look. Alright, another black shaft here. And that goes all the way through. And that goes right up against here. See ya, Jerry. Thanks for coming. Good to see ya. Okay. 2 black ones go in here. And then a weird, goofy looking thing. Oh, that is a piston looking thing right there. Alright, so we got this thing. That is a piston if I've ever seen one. And we put a lance through it. Does it go all the way through? Yes, it does. Alright. Oh, jeez. How far through? Not all the way. Not that far through, apparently. Alright, so... Oh, I know what this is. This is the little thing. This is one of the little, like the torchy thing or something that he, pokes out and is like, psst, frying things up. Okay, so I need this out long enough that this goes to the end. So I'm gonna do this part first and then push it all the way back in. There we go. All right, cool. That worked. So, alright, okay, so these are sideways. However this is going to be like the front. Like this is going to be the front where the thing pops out. Okay, cool. Oh, so this, so it's going to have a thing so this can bloop, pop it out. That is cool. Alright, that's the right size. I like when things like this work. Come together. Bunch of 3 shafts. Now you remember, huh? How long ago did you do this anyway? Trying to remember. Alright, now to the red stuff, apparently. Maybe this is the fire hydrant that he has, his fire extinguisher. We know he has that from Empire Strikes Back. Huh, alright. Well then, it's like you're getting to see it all over again. How about that? That tumbler looks really cool. That is a neat build. I like that. When I saw you were doing that, and I saw the pictures. Oh, that was a cool build. Really, really cool. And little thingy. See, little white thing. All right, so this goes this way. In here, right up against there. All right. Assuming I'm going to do another one on the other side. Oh, no, it's a green one. What the heck? Alright, green it is. But I am going to do an opposite one, but it's green, not red. Yeah, it's cool that you get to see it. Oh, as far as like the tumbler and stuff, yeah, that's cool. That's what I love the most. Like I need to go watch Back to the Future again, or like the Transformers and stuff, and see how the details and how they compare to what they did and stuff. But yeah, absolutely. Whenever you can see the details and like think about the fact that like the model builders, they went through all that to like figure things out and stuff. All right, so I'm lifting this up, putting in a bunch of these little shafty things. The tumbler, does it have, I'm curious, does the does the cockpit move? Like, does it have the thing where like he goes into it and like does the launching of like the missiles and stuff? Does it allow that part to happen, or would that be too complicated? Ooh, look at this. We're putting this on the leg. Alright. So we're keeping it down, I think. It's this side. Oh man. I gotta make sure I do this right. So that shaft goes in there. Ah, that stinks. That would have been so cool. Alright, so the shaft goes there. That's a support thing. And then this goes on here. Yes, that would be amazing and incredible. I mean, I know Lego is limited by some stuff, and I'm sure if they had it bigger, there is a bigger one. There is a bigger tumbler, right? I wonder if that one has that. Okay, this looks so weird. I'm loving it, but it looks so weird. That flips up. Oh, I understand how that works now. This makes it so that the leg sits here, and then whenever you flip it down, it can go down lower. Oh, that's gonna be cool. Uh-oh. Yeah. Okay. Okay, stay up there. Don't get overly excited. Alright, we gotta put this to the side. It would be interesting if they did that. That would be really cool to have the motorcycle. Really, really cool. Alright, time-wise, what are we at? We're like 46 minutes, almost 47 minutes. Alright, cool. Going to town, going along. Alright, hey, this looks exactly like I just did. It would be. I saw that they did that big tumbler, but then I know nothing about it, so that would be cool to find out if they actually. All right, looks like we're doing another armature thing. That's gonna slide. I said at the beginning, this the reason why it was already open, this box, and I had to pretend that I was opening it for the first time, was because I got this from an auction. So I got it for a lot cheaper than you normally do. But auctions can be potentially you don't know what you're getting, and you can't always view or look at the stuff because it was online, so you kind of have to go with it. So I had opened it just to see if all the pieces were there before I decided to say, hey, I'm gonna start building this, you know, because otherwise going halfway through and like having a bag missing or something would stink. But it looks like it's all here. So, all right, we're gonna do the same thing. Slide this up through. And our next stopper. It was, but it looks like nothing had been taken out. So thankfully, you know, whoop, whoop. But we'll find out as I'm building this. I mean, I might get surprised and be like, uh-oh, you know. All right, now, real quick, I'm gonna double check something because I just did this other framing piece. I want to make sure when I flip things over, I didn't miss something. Okay, it didn't put it in there. Didn't put it in there, but when I flipped it over, it puts it there. Okay. On this one, it's a little bit different. So before you flip it over, you put one in this side, and then do it here. I don't know. I don't know why a lot of the things happen. The auction place where I get a lot of my auctions from is Amazon returns and stuff like that, and I don't understand half the stuff that they do. It doesn't make any sense why they would like buy a lot of the things and then just return it. Some things I get, like if they were like wasn't the right one that I ordered, or you know, something like that. But like most of it, it's just kind of like I really don't understand. So the auction place they don't care. They're just selling it, you know. Well, this one connects directly to it. Okay, interesting. So what do we got here? We get another lance that goes through. There you are. Okay. We're going to put 2 of these together. Yeah, it's nice when I mean, like, if you can get obviously Lego sets cheaper, then hey, that's awesome. Oh, this is the cutting arm. So it goes upwards. This goes through. Then it goes all the way back against there. This goes here, right like that, and then this goes against the way. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. There we go. All right, so it stays in there and then goes, nah, it gets open, forced open. Cool. Support. We're still on the same side. And then again, strange doohickey. Not sure what that's for, but we'll find out. And we're gonna build this. More support. top. And right in the middle. Nope. Right in the middle. There we go. Okay. Flip it up a bit. Put more flat thingy, or the little doohickeys. And now we're going to put this together with the rest. So we're going to lay it on its side, it looks like. Move this stuff out of the way a little bit. Flipped over this way. So it's going to go on like so. So the bottom is going to go in here, and then this is going to go in the middle. Okay. Go in the hole. Pushing these down a little bit so they're not in the way. Oh, there we go. There we go. Alright, so those go there. Alright, that looks good. Now we're supposed to put in... Oh, okay. Supposed to put in a long shaft into the green one. Cool. That's nice. If the green one was to take the shaft. If I push down too hard on it, then it's not going to go. Alright, and then a piece of its kind here. This, and another little weird, I don't know why they do this. What is that? Well, that's a weird shaft. So it's like a shaft, and then it's got the plus on it on the other end. It's weird, but yeah, little white doohickey. And then this goes here. Okay, and it faces down. There we go. All right. So I'm not sure if that's a crank of some kind or what. But both our armatures are there. Okay, cool. Looking more like, well, framed up R2, I guess. Alright. He's going to sit up over there. Work on the next little part. So this goes all the way through. Then this gets a shaft. And goes all the way through. And then this one gets another shaft. And we do our last little green. There we go. Interesting. How they figure this stuff out, I just don't know. Alright, so now we're going to do the other side with a shaft. Essentially the same thing that we just did on the previous side. There we go, and a long one. And this time it has a spacer, unlike the other one, but it's offset a little bit, that's why. Interesting. Okay. And then, so we still have him on his side here. And, oh, okay. So these are going in. So it goes from the inside, it goes through for more spacing / framing. Cool. There we go. All right. So now we're making the box a little bit better. Now we do a red one, of course. Exact same thing we just did, I'm assuming. All right, move him off to the side. No, 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 no. It has nothing to do with being smart or not smart. It takes a special kind of aptitude to be able to look ahead. And I mean, like, they're using computers now and everything to build the models. They weren't back in the day. Well, they might have been. I don't know how much they used computers back. Oh, I did that opposite. Come back. But like, it takes a certain kind of visioning and all kinds of stuff in order to do this. It's just it's incredible. You know? I mean, so, don't sell yourself short in any way about it. Cuz yeah, it's difficult. I have pretty decent spatial relations skills in this. I mean, like, I would love to do it, but like, whoa. It's so far beyond me. And I wonder if, like, I mean, computers were, I mean, in their infancy, not super infancy, but I mean, like, they weren't, people didn't have them in their homes yet whenever Lego first started. So I wonder if they did have, like, if they were some of the first to have, like, computers where they were actually like, hey, we're gonna use these to do our job. Because you think about it, the amount of stuff, I mean, like, to be able to have the Legos, even from back then, be as exact as they are, and always be exact. I mean, like, they always go together. They're perfectly, so like whenever they're one way, but you flip them the other way, they're within a certain standard that you can make it so that the Legos all still fit together. I mean, like, it's incredible. All right, so foot there, and this goes, which side goes where? It goes this way. So the spacer goes on this side. There we go. All right. And the next apparatus part. So we're going to set him aside again. So we got this little shaft. Goes through the middle, it looks like. Goes through here. It is crazy, I agree. It is amazing to me how they do this stuff too. Like they figure out, okay, we're going to put these couple pieces together, and all together they're going to make it so something opens, something does a thing. And it's just like, what? That's what I find incredible. And they do it, and obviously they use the computers to figure out the steps needed to get to a certain spot, but they have to do it in the first place to figure it out. So it just nuts. All right, so we're going to put this here, and then another shaft through here. Shaftings everywhere. Not sure what that is. Oh, man. Alright, so a whole bunch of these sticking up. Two spacers on the outside. Two of these goofy looking things that have not been used yet. They just kind of hang out right now. I know they will be used, but guessing panels and stuff are going to go through these at some point of the build. Oh yeah, so these things, these are the pushes that allow it. So you put something there and you put it in place, and then you push those so that it all interlocks, and that's what these are being used for. That's cool. All right, so, oh geez. All right, so This is here. This goes up through these two. Okay. Amazingly goofy looking. And then this comes in over top. It's all sandwiched together. Oh, and I'm going to do 2 more of these, so it's going to push in. So it's going to lock in a good bit. In 4 places. Alright. Alright, here we go. So we are looking at this from the red side in the front. And, oh geez. Alright, so... So this is going to go here. And this, okay. So they're showing do it this way, not that way. So we're going to make sure that the blue thing is oriented properly. Oh man, this is complicated. Okay, so... Oh man, very complicated. So this is the apparatus that does the whole leg thing. So it goes there, goes on these two, and it's going to lean just a little bit, and that, what's it going into? Not going into anything? Alright, well, we'll see, I guess. I mean, it's just guided in there. Yeah, this is complicated. Okay, well, it's sitting in there properly. Alright, so we push these in so that it stays, obviously. Because it just fits in there. It doesn't actually lock into anything when you put the apparatus down in. There we go. 2. So that's in the right spot. 3. This is why this is an 18+ model, I think. Just for this stuff. Alright, 4. So that's in there. That is where it should be, but it's not connected to anything, which is weird. Oh, now I'm going to do the other side? Okay. Exact same thing, but it doesn't... It's weird, because it's just sitting there. It's not connected to anything. So, yeah, I'm confused. So let's be more confused. Let's continue on. Hi, you are! You made it! And I'm almost done with bag 3. You missed most of it. So let's find out what you have for dinner. How was your day? Aside from busy. What's for dessert? All that fun stuff. This has not been a hugely difficult build, except for what I just did, but it is definitely unique, that's for sure. Very, very technically complicated, this part. Just so you know you are. Fish sticks and tater tots, that sounds amazing, and a milkshake in traffic is the best place to have a milkshake, I think. This goes over here. Spacers. It's alright. If you missed a lot, you could always rewatch it whenever you're done. Alright. And push pin. I'm surprised I'm getting 3 bags done. I know it's a little bit over an hour, but that, you know, that's alright. Versus made me do it. Just kidding. Jerry was in for a little bit, but then she had to go. I think she was getting dinner, so. Alright. Oh, this is the last push pin part. Goes in here, and then we flip R2 over and do this exact same thing we did before on the other side. Uh-oh. Ah, there's my other push pin. It was on the, it was on the label. And that's the only label, which I'm so thankful for. I'm glad there's no other labels for R2. That would kind of suck. Alright, so, difficulty. So, let's flip him over. Now we got the green side forward. We do the exact same thing we just did. This one is pretty much has to be straight when it goes in. Yep, pretty much. Otherwise that's going to ruin everything. Alright, we're locking it in place. And done. There we go. So all this complicated mess is so that this little foot can come down like it's supposed to. Like it has never been in any of the R2. So there's a whole bunch of weird things that are in here that are going to work together, and it's very complicated, and I don't understand how it works yet. But I see these little movable parts here. This is going to come down. It's going to release the leg and let all that stuff happen. Yeah, a friend of mine did this already, and he said it was complicated. It was tough. So we'll see what happens when we get this all together. So, but that's it. What was that? 1 hour 8 minutes. 51 seconds, so almost an hour 9 minutes. Here, I'll put this down since I'm gonna read a little bit just for the fun of it, because this is for Lucasfilm's 50th anniversary is whenever they did this. So, a tribute to our favorite Star Wars droids. Droids are integral to the Star Wars universe, to rebels, Imperials, farmers, merchants, scoundrels, and smugglers alike, and they are often iconic characters in their own right. This set lets you build a tribute to your favorite astromech droid / starship mechanic / rebel hero. A collectible R2-D2 display model with authentic details and an information plaque. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. Princess Leia, transmitted by R2-D2. In 2021, Lucasfilm Limited celebrated its first 50 years. The LEGO Star Wars team has had the pleasure of creating hundreds of Star Wars models over the years, but it seemed only fitting to celebrate this anniversary with the fan-favorite droid who has been such an important character in the Star Wars saga. We are celebrating this milestone in our great collaboration with an exclusive anniversary brick you can find only in this set. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Yep, you'll have to catch the replay. But yeah, it's been neat so far. So we got a center foot and the apparatus to make it move for the most part, and a lot of framing. So we're gonna start getting into more interesting stuff. As you can see, you don't see this stuff all around. So all right, well, that's it for tonight. Went a little bit long, but I think it was worth it. It was fun. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for coming. Share, like, subscribe, follow, all that fun stuff. And until next time, keep on building. We'll see ya.